And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Singing a guy who could change this game with one swing of the bat, Mo Pacheco. He, of course, leads their team in home runs.
Yeah, Boog, he's been such a force at the plate, and it seems like every time he connects, the ball is traveling out of the ballpark. So when you have such a threat like that, other guys in the lineup should get good pitches to hit because they're trying to get those outs instead of having to face him in a big situation.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Coming up on the first pitch and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Brendan Donovan, the next to hit. Carlson, the base runner at first with one out. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score.
Come on, baby.
Back here in St. Louis, stepping in the long ball threat, Mo Pacheco. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
And that one is lifted in the air. Walker gets under it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jorge.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker.
The left fielder, Jordan Walker.
The 0-1. On the ground, out to short. On to first, and now 2 gone.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches.
Mo Pacheco digs in now. 0 for 1 so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That just misses. 1-0.
Come on, big guy.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, let it fly.
2-2 now. Line drive, that's a base hit. Pacheco rounds third, headed for the plate. He's in there. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. 1 for 2.
Pacheco.
They say it went. Pacheco in his 3rd season, a career batting average over 300, and he's a former Silver Slugger recipient in the National League. Now a screamer into the outfield. Carlson snags it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jorge.
2 outs, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mo Pacheco. 1 for 3.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
Pacheco.
Come on, let it rip right here.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Next pitch downstairs, and now it's even 1-1.
Come on, guy.
And now 1-2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Hey, come on, big dog.
The pitch. And it's filled up.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Lined into left center, base hit.
All right, make the turn. Round it, round it. Good job, good job. Way to get him. Way to get him.
Now batting,
2 outs, runner at first. Jorge Polanco, the next to hit for the Reds.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped the liner into center.
Liberatore checks over to first, and he's back. Another throw over, and he's back again. Pacheco, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again to first, and no luck this time either. To first one more time, and he's safe again. Uncle. Two outs.
Yes.
Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Contreras throws. Not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, you can't fault the defense for not paying enough attention. They threw over a few times, but he just waited it out, kept his timing. He was able to swipe the bag. Nice job of base running right there.
This to third. Throws to first. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Baseman Tucupita Marcano. Back to the mound. To first, and that is the third out of the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. And welcome back. This is Dylan Carlson. On the ground to the left, Pacheco. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball.
He's 2 outs away. Nolan Arenado. Next up for the Cardinals. And he deals. To the right side. Polanco to second. There's one. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.
Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Eric Lauer.
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season. And so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Stevenson stands at first with 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And gone. Third home run of the season, and they add on. It's 3-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
And a pitch. Out to short. Whips it to first. And Contreras is retired.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Now it's going to be Mo Pacheco. He's already homered in this game. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
First pitch swinging. Pacheco playing up the middle at short, batting in the cleanup spot. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And now the 0-1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Nootbaar moves under it. Puts the squeeze on that one. And there are 2 down. Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. And the 2-2. Out to short, Pacheco. That's the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still down 3-0. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals.
Jordan Walker.
Burleson at first, 1 gone. Swing and a bouncer. Slings to second. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning. But they push across 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We're through 5. It's the Reds 3 and the Cardinals 1.
Now back.
And now the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 2. 1 out and a runner at second.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. How big a deal is that walk?
I don't think it's a big deal, because if you pitch to the previous hitter with the power he has, he can hit a home run. I think it was a calculated walk. We'll see how it pays off here.
Nootbaar makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Hayes. The 1-2. To third. Arenado.
Stand up right
Zips
here.
it to first. Out number 3. And the Redbirds. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Wow. Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. This is Dylan Carlson. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Polanco to second. Over to first, safe. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swing, and he popped it up. Pacheco should have this one. Makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. Out to short. Tosses to first, and Contreras is retired.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, these Reds, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
See it? Drive it. Let's go, kids.
Next one is off the plate, and that's ball 2.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And a pitch. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Second baseman.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. A switch hitter batting right.
Hey, no one better right now, kid.
The pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Number 94, the next to hit for the Reds. The 2-2. Runners on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and he's out.
I never really liked trying to steal third base when...
And your final score, 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Busch Stadium, a sellout, 45,529. The Cardinals would like to thank you.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the... So just about set now. And on the hill in this one, Zach Eflin.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Mo Pacheco in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Could be extra bases. Coming home. 1 runs in. Heading for the plate. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe as they score a pair on the play.
They call those the alleys for a reason, man. They're long, and if you can't cut the ball off as an outfielder before it gets by you, that hitter's going to run for a while. That right there is a beautiful swing and nice hustle for the triple.
1 down, runner at third. Next for Cincinnati, Jorge Polanco.
Here we go, kid. Now wait for yours.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Next pitch is popped up. Donovan makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Dermis Garcia.
And here's the first baseman, Dermis Garcia. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Pacheco on third. Polanco at first. 2 out of the inning. Bounce to the left side. Arenado to first. In time. 3rd out. Mo Pacheco, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. We talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Pitch is in there. That's strike two.
Hoog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The 1-2. And that's in the dirt. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense.
Hey, find something you like up there.
That one is absolutely belted. Makes the catch up against the wall. Runner tags at second. This is Dylan Carlson. 0 for 1 with a flyout. The pitch. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now back, second baseman, Donovan.
That was an impressive diving stop. Singy, let's dive into the numbers. Statcast assemble.
Yeah, Boog, a really good effort just to get his glove to the ball. He found a way to do it and just produce a strong throw as well. So that right there is a great play.
Welcome back. Now, Mo Pacheco.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The batter, the second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Runner on at first with one gone. Here's Nolan Arenado. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Donovan leads off first with one away. Ground ball right side. Fires to second for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 5 and the Cardinals 2. So first and second with one man gone. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. One out. Runners at first and second. Tapped softly on the ground. Polanco. The throw to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, that's great hustle out of the box to get down the line, knowing that a double play will end the inning. Good job at the finish, reaching out for the bag. Now they have runners on the corners and still an opportunity to pick up some runs.
And now the first baseman, Ryan Holgate. Corners are occupied with 2 down. On the ground. That ends the inning. So the Cards strand a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Play here, ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
In the air, out towards right center. That's out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Jorge.
Man at second with one away. Now here is Mo Pacheco. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Here's a 1-1. And that one hammered. Carlson going back on this one. And it's out of here. A two-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 9-2. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball. Well, this is a nice sweep. Good way to finish this series. You're heading to another city for another one. Got to maintain the same focus. Whatever you were doing in this city, make sure you're doing the same thing in the next one. Eat the same thing, sleep the same way, get to the ballpark at the same time.
This one ends the final 9-2. And the road team. For Chris Singleton. From Petco Park in downtown San Diego. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, the big bat in the lineup so far this year. Jake Cronenworth leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
Just about ready to roll. And our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Have a rip like you can. Here we go now,
Mo Pacheco in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And a rope into center field, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And a pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score.
Hey, get him yourself.
Manny Machado up to the plate.
Batting third.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
Machado.
Bounced up the middle. The throw to first. Machado out of the play. Inning over. Padres go down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the 1st. Grisham over at second. Toro on at first with 2 down. Out to short. Tosses across the first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Here's a big power threat. Mo Pacheco.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
There you go, left side.
And there's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 1 out. And a foul ball.
Let her rip right here.
Next pitch misses way outside.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
And he walked him.
No, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Isan Diaz up to hit now. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Got to give him a huge amount of credit on the mound right there. He got squeezed a little bit on the pitch right before that one. You know it should have been a strike. Everyone in the building knew that it should have been a strike, but he didn't let it get to him and throw him off his game. Came back with another good pitch for the punch out with the bases loaded. That's good pitching right there.
Kicks and deals. Squares and gets it down the left side. Throw over to Cronenworth. That ends the frame. Back here in San Diego, here's some real power at the plate. Mo Pacheco. The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Pacheco in his 3rd season, just 21 years old. And he's a former National League MVP. That misses the zone. 2-0.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And the right-hander deals. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Now it's the second baseman, Isan Diaz. Pickoff move to first. Pacheco back on a dive. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. Nobody out. Runner at first. Back to first. And again, he's back safely. Oh, 2 now. On the ground to second, might be 2. Kim with the throw to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. 1 out, runner at second. Here's the left fielder, Austin Hayes. 0-2 now. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Dermis Garcia, the next to hit for the Reds. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Padres 3 and the Reds nothing. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mo Pacheco.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big time power. First pitch just misses.
Seems like from day one his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Now 1 missed. That 1 missed. Now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. In the air, right center field. This is demolished. Way back and gone. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run. It's 5-3. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Back here at Petco Park, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Mo Pacheco.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
There's the strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Man at first, Isan Diaz. Now at the plate.
Here we go, no one better.
Here comes the pitch. And there he goes. It's a pitch out. Throw to second. Out.
You can have all the speed in the world, but if you don't have a good lead and a good jump, sometimes it's best to just shut it down. You can't just think that you're going to outrun the baseball. Really good job.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Abraham Toro. On the ground to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take game 1 of the series on the road.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Guys start hitting up and down the lineup. Never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. Hello from Petco Park in beautiful downtown San Diego. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cincinnati. In now for the Reds, Mo Pacheco, coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. On the ground to first. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner around second. Throw into third, and the throw's offline, safe at third. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. He went 2 for 4 in Sunday's game. 0-2 now. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save.
That is it.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Diving, and he can't make the play. In there safely.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked.
Mo Pacheco, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Swung on, popped up on the infield. Bogarts makes the play, and that'll do it. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Reds 3 and the Padres 1. Next for Cincinnati, Mo Pacheco. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And there's the strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Oh, he throws it away. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Second baseman, Jorge.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and he might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So 2 down. Jorge Polanco, the next to hit for the Reds. Pacheco at second with 2 down. Fly ball down the right field line. If it's there, it's gone, and that is gone. Jorge Polanco goes deep. His first homer of the year, and they add a couple more. It's 6-2.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Runner at first
The
with
right
2
fielder,
away.
number
So here's
50.
Brown at the plate.
Set.
Hunter
Wow.
Green has a long way to go before he's the most famous baseball player from his high school. Mike Stanton went to Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. Of course, now we know him as Giancarlo Stanton. They get the force, and that is the inning. Padres leave one. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Now it's the power speed combo. Mo Pacheco. Line drive, base hit, right field. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And here it comes. Popped up.
Get down.
And that'll fall for a base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the force play.
I ran back. I
Wow,
swear
it's
he
one
was
of
going
those
to
plays
drop
that
it.
happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield.
Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Jake
The first
Cronenworth.
baseman,
Bowling back to work.
Cronenworth.
1-1-1.
Ripped to short. Gathers and throws to first. That takes care of Cronenworth.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny.
So 1 out, nobody on. And the batter now, Mo Pacheco. This guy with big time power and an elite defender. In the air, left field, down the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. And another ball.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Here's a 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Hey, drip it and rip
2-2
it.
now.
Drip it and rip it.
Full count.
And that's ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk,
Now
but
batting.
he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Jorge Polanco, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Right guy, right spot.
Pacheco leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues
batting.
with control.
The left fielder, Austin.
And now it's Austin Hayes. 1 for 3.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. Reds strand a couple. They lead it 6-2. (6-3) our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 19 runners on base. For the Padres, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base.
Nestled between Tony Gwynn Drive and Trevor Hoffman Way, this is Petco Park. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
2026 San Diego Padres.
Just about to get underway. Our starting pitcher in this one, Joe Musgrove.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Mo Pacheco, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Musgrove was originally picked in the first round of 2011 by the Blue Jays, but now a San Diego kid who grew up in Grossmont and got a chance to pitch for his hometown team in the playoffs in 2022. And the righty deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Yeah, it's really been fun watching him develop as a major league pitcher with the Astros as part of that 2017 World Series championship team. It was kind of an afterthought, but after being traded and bouncing around a little bit, he really found himself and became a dominant pitcher in the game.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco, went deep in the ball game last night. And a 1-2. Runner takes off. Ground ball right side. Into the outfield. Base hit.
Batting 6, the first baseman.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Dermis Garcia. Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up. Toro under it. And it's caught for the out. Here's the third baseman, Spencer Steer, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So digging in, number 33. Righty delivers. And here's a slow roller. Flips it behind his back. They take the force out. 3rd out, and that ends the 1 down. Tom Murphy will hit next. The 1-1. Sends it across to first, and there's 2 away. Start of the 4th, and now the big-time power threat, Mo Pacheco. And the right-hander back to work. Ball 1 there. You got to keep an eye on Musgrove, too, because he's been known on the back of the mound to play tic-tac-toe with the other team's pitcher. He did that once in a game with a former teammate, Chad Poole. It was a tie.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Smash to the left side. Over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Here's Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1. On the cross, Bogaerts retired.
No, he didn't recognize changeup.
The batter,
Mo
number 6.
Pacheco, the next to hit for the Reds.
Mo.
Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And there's a foul ball. In the air, left field. Wogu moving under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Jorge Barrosa. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Mo Pacheco. 1 for 3. A wind in the pitch. On the ground to first. A flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.